What's happening, everybody? It's Row Daddy back here, and we are getting ready for the Thanksgiving holiday. And I am going to be taking a super awesome request from my buddy Nicolas Schultz, and he has sent me a suggestion that it prompted me to think for a second. He wanted to see the Milwaukee Brewers logo. I thought, I know that logo. Why do I know that logo? And then it dawned upon me that I have this lesson where we look for a hidden image, meaning, message inside of a logo. And the Milwaukee Brewers logo is one of those prime examples. If we look at a logo like I have on my shirt, it's a pretty clear message. We have Echo written with a picture of a rhinoceros, which directly relates to the brand. We have H for Hurley, which has these cool little wave vibes going with it, making the shape of an H. So there's a little bit more, you're thinking about that one, like what it relates to. With the Milwaukee Brewers logo, you are going to see a direct connection between baseball and the lettering in the name of the team. So before we get started, I'm going to bring up a couple pictures, and one of them is the old Brewers logo, because I feel like we need to look at that. And so when you think back into my day, the Brewers were known for brewing beer. And they had barrels, and so there was a barrel man. It was like a big old barrel man playing baseball. And that idea is kind of, why is this big beer barrel playing baseball? Like, what's the connection there other than, like, some people like to enjoy that beverage while they're watching the game, but does it really enhance the sport? So during a slumping season, they mixed some things up, and they had a fan design contest, and they ended up with the new logo, which is pretty astonishing. It's awesome, and it's lasted with them for quite some time, and it's evolved slightly, but stuck to the heart of what it is. So we're going to check out the Beer Barrel Man, the new Brewers logo, and we are going to deep dive into our drawing. So let's just get into the creation station and check it out. Okay, so right here we have the old Beer Barrel Man. And now we're looking at the Beer Barrel Man incorporated into the Milwaukee Brewers logo. Here is the M and the B current Brewers logo. And what we are looking at here is the full logo with the team name. So let's check out our drawing. All right, welcome back to the creation station. If we're using 9x12 paper, we're gonna go portrait orientation today because the logo is a little bit taller than it is wide. So the Milwaukee Brewers logo is a baseball glove catching a baseball in the middle. And before I get into all the wild stuff, we are going to just start with our circle. And this is where you may want to use a template, but I am going to freehand it. And so what I'm doing is I'm loosely drawing a circle, and then I'm going to sort of keep what looks good. Now, it looks like a baseball, so we're going to go like this from side to side, and I'm not so happy with that, so I'm going to kind of go around a little bit more, and I can use my eraser now or later on to work on that part. Now, I'm going to switch to Sharpie right now because there's a certain thickness to the logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of outline one side of the baseball and go along the other, and then do the same thing on the opposite side. And we are going to see some of our pencil, but we're going to fix that when we add our color. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect, work my way up and around, work my way up and around, and then down this side. Now I'm just going to throw out a pro tip. If you're drawing a circle, drawing it swiftly will get you a better circle more often than drawing it slow. So I am giving it my best Row Daddy shot, trying to use what skills that I have. But if I were to just draw this faster with a Sharpie, it probably would have come out cleaner. Now, I'm not here to redesign the logo or make it perfect. although I do want you to understand the basics of how it works. So I hope that you get that out of these videos, and then you put your own unique artistic spin on it. And you also think about how can you make it look like your own. So I'm sort of incorporating my own style. Now, it's going to be a little closer and a little farther away. So as we go from top to bottom, right about here is the center of our baseball glove. I want to be about the size of the ball, and then I'm going to come down a little bit more and across and up. Okay, so what we are essentially making is the letter B, and then what we're making on the opposite side is the letter M. So about a little bit over from our ball design, see where the shape comes up? We're going to go over here and we're going to kind of go out and up with it so that we match pretty good across. And then we're going to go to our B side and we're going to make the first section of our glove. So that's kind of the bigger area of the glove, and then you have your finger pocket. Now, rather than having 5, we're going to have 2, 2, and 1. So 2, 2, and 1. All right. Now, to create the B, we want to get a nice parallel line parallel with this one. So I'm going to go parallel most of the way. I'm going to come across to where I want a leg for the M, and I'm going to come down. So what we should be seeing is a B, and then right here, we're going to be seeing an M. So we're going to come up in the middle, across, down, into a point. Up in the middle, across, and down to a point. Okay, so hopefully you now see M for Milwaukee, B for Brewers. That's the hidden message I was talking to you about. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to thicken up our lines, which we're going to fill in a little bit later on. All right. And we're going to go up like this. I'm getting close to the edge. It looks so much better when I was drawing fast. So, depending on how your tracing skills are, is going to affect the outcome. And then you also have to think in advance. All right, I'm going to go ahead and work my way across the outer edge of the circle. Now that I'm pretty much right here on the M, have returned to it. So I'm going to go down, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to end up with an accurate outline, unless I made some sort of technical error along the way, which I do not believe I did. I've done these before, and I feel pretty confident. That one worked out well. We have to make sure we do proper treatment on this section, so I'm going to come a little bit closer up first. And go a little bit farther out. Come to a point. Again here, we're going to go on the inside, a little bit close to the inside. We're really where we want to be. And then I'm going to go a little bit wider on the outside here, and then come down to a point. Same thing here, a little bit closer on the inside, right up touching that pencil, kind of kissing it. And then a little bit on the outside. Now, if I wanted to get real technical, I think I probably could have left a little unused line there, but I do like the separation because you got the M and the B. I'd have to go back and look at the logo to see if that line touches or is just a continuous flow of color. Not 100% sure, but for my logo, I'm happy with it. I'm going through now and erasing all the pencils. So we're going to do that real quick, and then we're going to add color. Yay, presto, and we are done. Got all that blue colored in. We're gonna go ahead and sign this down on the bottom. A copy of our Milwaukee Brewers logo. We'll go Milwaukee Brewers. Nicholas, I hope you have enjoyed tonight's video. I hope you all learned something from everything you've seen in here. This was a lot of fun to go over, get into, and talk a little bit about some of the technical stuff. So, like, subscribe, leave suggestions in the comments, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.